Listen carefully. The truth is closer than you think. This is TeenMirror. Archive entry. Isabella, age 16. It started as a dare, the kind you don't really think about until it's already been recorded. I'm not the kind of person who says no straight away. That's probably the easiest way to describe me. If something sounds fun, or slightly risky, or like it might get a reaction, I'll at least consider it. At school, that works in your favour. People invite you into things. Group chats stay active. You're part of conversations that don't always reach everyone else. I like that. Not in a loud, attention-seeking way. Just enough to feel included. Recognised. I had different circles. Friends from my classes. Friends from outside school. People I talked to online more than in real life. And somewhere between all of that, there's this unspoken pressure to stay interesting, to not become predictable. Because once people think they understand you, they stop watching. And whether anyone admits it or not, being watched, even a little, feels like proof that you matter. I think that's the part people don't say out loud. How quickly attention becomes something you start to rely on. Not in a big way, just enough that when it's gone, everything feels slightly quieter than it should. The dare came through a group chat, late at night. The kind of conversation that starts normal and slowly becomes something else. Someone sent a video. A girl from another school doing something stupid in public. Nothing dangerous, just embarrassing enough to make people react. The caption said, "Your turn." At first, everyone treated it like a joke, replying with laughing emojis, suggesting worse ideas, tagging each other. Then someone wrote, "Bella would do it." That was it. No pressure, no explanation, just my name placed into the middle of the conversation. I could have ignored it, closed the app, pretended I hadn't seen it, but I didn't. Because once your name appears like that, it changes things. Silence starts to look like hesitation, and hesitation starts to look like weakness. So I replied, "Depends what it is." The rules formed quickly. That's how these things always happen. Someone decides, everyone else agrees. Film something slightly embarrassing, post it, leave it up long enough for people to see, then nominate someone else. It sounded harmless, controlled, like everyone understood where the line was. That's what made it easy to say yes. The first one I did wasn't even that bad. Walking into a shop and asking for something that didn't exist. The guy behind the counter looked confused. My friend tried not to laugh while filming. I posted it, and within minutes reactions came in. Laughing emojis, replies, people tagging others. It felt light. Like we were all part of the same joke. So I did another, and then another. Each one slightly more uncomfortable than the last. Talking to strangers, saying things I wouldn't normally say, and letting myself become someone I didn't fully recognise. But the reactions kept coming. And that's the part people don't talk about. How quickly attention turns into momentum. You don't want to stop, because stopping feels like stepping out of something everyone else is still inside. At school the next day, people mentioned it, smiling, repeating lines I'd said in the videos. It felt like I'd become more visible overnight, like I had unlocked something. I started thinking less about what I was doing and more about how it would look, whether people would replay it, or whether it would get shared. It stopped being about the dare itself and became about staying part of whatever this was. The next dare didn't feel the same. It wasn't dangerous, just different, more personal. Say something real about someone. At first, I thought they meant something harmless, a joke, a light comment. But when the video came through, it wasn't like that. Someone calling out another girl, laughing while doing it. The chat exploded. Reactions, messages, people choosing sides. I stared at the screen for a long time. Then my name appeared again. Bella, your turn. This time it didn't feel like a joke. It felt like a test. I could feel the pressure building. Not direct, but obvious. If I backed out now, it wouldn't just disappear. People would notice, remember. So I recorded something. Not as harsh as the others, but not harmless either. I posted it. Watched the views climb. Watched the replies come in. And almost immediately, I knew I crossed something. Not a rule. Something quieter. The next day at school felt different. Not loud, just slightly off. The person I'd mentioned didn't look at me. The friends did. Not angry, just aware. Like I'd become something to be careful around. The chat was still active. Still sending dares. Still moving forward. But I stopped participating. Not properly. Just reacting. Watching. Trying to convince myself it had gone too far for everyone. But it hadn't. That's the problem. Things don't stop when they should. They stop when people lose interest. And by then, something has usually already changed. My video stayed up longer than I expected. People kept referencing it, bringing it into conversations like it was something I'd always say. That's when I realised, once something's recorded, it doesn't belong to the moment anymore. It becomes part of how people remember you. And the strange thing is, people don't remember the build-up. They don't see the hesitation or the moment you almost said no, and they just remember what you did once it was visible. And once something becomes part of that version of you, it's hard to separate it again. Even if you know it wasn't fully you in that moment, other people don't see the difference. The dare eventually faded, like all trends do. Something else replaced it, something new to react to. But that didn't reset anything, because the version of me in those videos didn't disappear with it. People had seen it, saved it, shared it, built an idea of me around it. Now when someone says, just do it, it's not a big deal, I think about that moment, about how quickly something small can become something permanent, and how easy it is to step into a version of yourself you didn't mean to create, just because everyone else was watching. Some stories don't end when the moment is over. Sometimes they stay with you. If this one felt familiar, you're not the only one. There are more reflections waiting. This is TeenMirror.